Jamie asks, how do you go about processing rejection? Processing rejection. Now, I feel like that depends on who you're turning up to that opportunity as. And what I mean by that is, are you putting yourself in a position to be rejected as the authentic version of you, or as the version of you that is wearing a mask? Because if you go into that situation, facing rejection as you, knowing that you've done all you can to be authentic, be genuine, and put yourself out there, then it's going to be a lot easier to move forward. It's going to be a lot easier to step into growth, which is going to help you obviously grow and become a better human, and obviously put yourself in a better position to get that yes next time. Now, if you're turning up wearing that mask and you get a no, it's a lot easier to wonder how you can manipulate, mold, and modify that mask, and in turn modify yourself to get that yes. So effectively manipulate that person on the other end to say yes instead of no. Hugely important to recognize, become aware of, and acknowledge that first of all. So are you being authentic, or are you wearing a mask? And a big part of rejection, assuming that rejection hurts, a big part of it is, what sort of underlying beliefs do you have? What belief systems do you have? Are you stuck in, I am not enough, I am not worthy? Because if you are stuck in that, if you are stuck in that sort of limiting belief, obviously rejection is just going to affirm or confirm that for you. And so what you're going to do from here is you're going to keep telling yourself a story of, I wasn't good enough for that position in that job. I wasn't good enough for that guy or girl, or I wasn't good enough in general. And so, of course, if you keep telling yourself that story over and over again, you're going to further embed that limiting belief, and you're going to further put yourself in a position where that limiting belief is affirmed or confirmed externally by other people. And so that's something you really need to pay attention to process rejection. The most important thing for me, and just speaking on my behalf, is understanding how to turn that, I guess, bunny ears failure, or that moment of rejection, into a lesson, so that it doesn't become a weapon that you attack yourself with. Very, very important, especially if you have those underlying limiting beliefs, is to take that moment of rejection, take that, find something, one little thing that you can learn from it that's going to make you better, which then gives that moment purpose. If you can give any moment like that purpose, then it has meaning. You can learn, you can get better, you can grow, you become a better person, and you get one step closer to getting that yes. If you can't find that lesson in that pain, then it's going to continue to be pain. It's going to be perpetual. It's going to be on a loop, and you're going to continuously suffer from that feeling of not being enough. Like I said, instead of it being a lesson, it's going to become a weapon that you brandish yourself with, that you attack yourself with repeatedly over and over again. And it's going to keep you in this perpetual cycle of, I'm not good enough. And then other people on the end of that affirming or confirming that you are not good enough through rejection. So I feel that for me is the best way of processing it, understanding who you're turning up as in those situations, understanding your limiting beliefs, and then find a lesson to learn that gives that moment of pain, that moment of rejection, that gives that purpose. Because in purpose, you can learn, you can grow, you can become better. And when we're learning, we're growing, we're more often than not a lot more at peace with ourselves, we're a lot more content. So I hope that answers that question.